Hello, Meatloaf.
George.
How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, George. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Where are you this morning? Where are you calling from?
I'm in New London, Connecticut. The name of the station is The Bear.
Yeah, you got it, yeah.
I love that.
Do you?
Yeah. Just think of all the slogans you can come up using Bear.
Man, I got to say, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
No, thank you, man. Thank you.
Great. It was funny, too. I was watching Fight Club last week, and then they told me, hey, Meatloaf's going to be on the show, and you play Bob in Fight Club there.
I do play Bob in Fight Club.
Great acting, by the way. Are you doing any other movies or anything like that coming up anytime soon?
Well, I just finished one called Insecurity.
Insecurity.
I have been, we worked on the record, and before I worked on the record, I did a movie with Ali Sheedy, and I did a movie with James Badge Dale, and I did 2 or 3 films, and I finished one called Insecurity, but mostly I've just been doing the record, and you got to take care of that one because, first of all, I got to take care of that because the record is so good.
The Hang Cool Teddy Bear.
I'm not going to let that record. We're not going to let that record go away. I'll come to your radio station and fight the program director.
I like the
and I guarantee I can take him.
I like the title of the record. It sounds like a trucker or something, Hang Cool Teddy Bear, 10-4 there.
It's a rock record. I don't know if you've heard it, but it's an amazing record. Produced by Rob Cavallo, who did Green Day, Chemical Romance, Goo Goo Dolls, Dave Matthews, Paramore. It's in your face. It rocks. It's the rock record that I've always wanted to make.
You've been making, records for what, like 30 plus years now. Does this record compare to like your first one? Like, how do you compare the two? Like Bat Out of Hell there.
Well, they're completely different. This is, from the way, what's not different is that I do story songs, and that's what I've done, and I'm a dramatic singer, and I take characters. So from that point of view, no, it's not different. But from every other point of view, sonically, lyrically, it's different. It's completely different. Lyrically, this is more gritty. This is harder. Sonically, it's tougher. This guitar-based as opposed to piano-based music. It's just a much tougher and much rockier record, and it's one of the this is one of my best records I've ever made in my life.
I saw you got some pretty big guests on the album too. Like I saw that like Jack Black's on there.
Yeah, they're my friends though. We got Jack Black, and we got Hugh Laurie, and we got Brian May, but they're my friends. I've known Brian for 30 years. I've known Jack for 16.
Yeah.
And Hugh Laurie. I did comedy with Hugh Laurie in London in 1985. So these are people. I don't bring people in because they're stars. I bring people in because they can contribute to what we're doing. It's like when you do a movie. Whenever a studio tries to go, okay, let's load up this film with stars, half the time the movie never works. When they say to the director, okay, you bring in the best actors, they're going to work well for the film, then it works. Mm-hmm. And that's basically what I do. I don't bring in stars for stars' sake because they're celebrities. I bring them in because they're going to work for the record, because they're going to work for the project. And the album's amazing. And if you talk to people that know it and hear it, and 95% of the people absolutely love this record, and that the fans, and even because I've read things now, in different reviews. I've never been a fan of Meatloaf before, but this record kills, and things like that, and that's all fine and good. And the show we're bringing to you is as good as the record.
Well, for someone that hasn't seen like Meatloaf, like myself, live in concert before, what can we expect? What do you bring?
It's a high energy night.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got some of the best musicians in the world, and we hit the stage and we come at you. If you're expecting a mellow evening, go see Barry Manilow.
With the,
you know, nothing against Barry, but if you want that kind of show, then that's who you see. If you want to come to a rock and roll show, you come to me.
Are you gonna play like a lot of your new music, or are you gonna kind of go in the back catalog?
We do everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not one of those artists who go, I don't want to play the old stuff, because the point being is that if you don't want to play the old stuff, you should have never recorded it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that means it wasn't good enough to be recorded then. If it's not good enough to be played now, then it wasn't good enough then to be recorded. So there is nothing that I've ever recorded that I wouldn't play live. And so, no, we're going to hit you hard everywhere we can. We're going to hit you hard with new stuff. We're going to hit you hard with old stuff. And, in fact, we've been doing something I swore I would never do, which was sing Hot Patootie from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I said I would never do that live. Yeah. And my guitar player and Patty Russo, who sings Anything for Love and Paradise with me, they came up with an arrangement that I couldn't refuse. Wow. So that's in the show. Man, the show is amazing.
Looking forward to it.
Is amazing. It'll blow some people away.
Hang Cool Teddy Bear, the new album. I got to say, Meatloaf, thanks so much for joining us this morning, man. It's
no problem.
It's great to talk to you.
Come on down to the show. I promise you. Bring your rocking shoes.
Bring your rocking shoes. I appreciate it, Meatloaf. Thanks a lot, man.
No problem.
You have a good one.
You too. Bye. Bye.